Later today, the Dáil will debate the redress scheme for survivors of mother and baby homes. And like me, I know you will have received countless emails from those who are concerned that despite public assurances, many will be excluded from the redress scheme. To quote from today's Examiner article by Conall O'Flaherty and Elaine Loughlin, the proposed scheme heaps abuse upon abuse because it excludes 40% of survivors, in their words, and denies healthcare rights to 2/3. Now, there were early overtures from government to my colleague, Deputy Sean Sherlock, that the department would provide redress to those who had spent fewer than 6 months in an institution. But those plans, it seems, have since been abandoned. So, Taoiseach, will your government make public the method used to devise the eligibility criteria for survivors? And will you explain why that 6-month limit has been retained? And I think particularly given recent reports about lack of transparency in government strategies, I think this sort of transparency is owed to survivors of the mother and baby homes.
Thank you, Taoiseach.
Thanks, Deputy. I think just picking up on something that you said earlier, the government is putting in place a scheme to compensate people who were residents of mother and baby homes, despite the fact that nobody has found any legal liability attached to the state in that regard. There was no question of court cases or legal strategies or any of those things. The government decided that was the right thing to do, to have a compensation scheme in this place, regardless of any points of law. A commission of investigation was established. It recommended a redress scheme. And also there was an interdepartmental group which recommended a redress scheme. And the government decided to go beyond that and set up a more generous, more far-reaching scheme than was recommended by an independent body, and I think that should be recognised. And I know Minister Gorman will comment on this and talk about it later.